amongst the best half a dozen of the so-called second-class teams in Wales. Both sides being justifiably proud of their 15-man free-running approach to the game, which hopefully should lead to this being a final of the highest standard. Whilst the sports are the current holders of the trophy, Pyle are no strangers to the final, this being their fourth appearance in 6 years, running out winners on their last 2 appearances. Although it is a fine dry evening, conditions are not absolutely ideal, as the extremely dry conditions of the past month have baked the surface into a hard, extremely dry pitch. This could result in a spate of injuries, and it also gives problems when the ball is bouncing on the ground. Players are finding it difficult to keep their footing on a surface too hard to get the stud in. The field conditions must resemble some of the pitches the Lions will find on their trip to South Africa. Obviously, the Lions management would give more thought to stud lengths than the average Welsh club player. The teams for this evening are as follows. Bridgend Sports, the holders. Number 15, Hugh Miles, fullback. Right wing, number 14, Mike Davis. Right centre, Paul Roberts. Left centre, Philip Austin. Left wing, Lindsay Turner. Outside half, number 10, Gordon Cooper. Inside half, number 9, Gareth Evans. Prop, number 1, Keith Roberts. Hooker, number 2, Arwen Reynolds. Tight head prop, number 3, Terry Forward. Lock, number 5, W. Golden. Lock, number 4, Peter Francis. Flankers, number 7, Dennis Whittingham. Number 6, Di Llewellyn. And number 8, number 8, Howell Gravel. The Pyle side will be as follows. Fullback and number 15, Howell Davis. Left wing, number 11, Dennis Howells. Left centre, number 13, Mitch Williams. Right centre, number 12, Howell Jenkins. Right wing, number 14, Ken James. Outside half, number 10, David Burgess. Inside half, number 9, Ricky Reese. Forwards, tight end, number 1, Pat Anderson, captain. Hooker, number 2, Paddy Smith. Loose head, number 3, Mike Clatworthy. The locks are number 4, Peter Smith, and number 5, Ian Davis. Flankers are number 7, Wayne Phillips. Number 6, Mel Farr, and the number 8 is number 8, Terry Fuchs. Pyle take the field in the unfamiliar colours of black and amber. May it be a good augury for them tonight, because they were knocked out of the Welsh Cup by Newport, another team that plays in black and amber. Pyle and Bridgend Sports normally both appear in the same club colours, blue and white. For this occasion, Pyle were unfortunate to lose the toss for choice of colours and are appearing in this quite unusual strip. Quite a bit of wind about this evening, but from the commentary box it doesn't at the moment appear to be any sign of any wind which is going to have any influence on the game. But with the dry conditions, we will soon see when the punters on both sides start giving the ball a bit of air to see if the wind is going to have any effect or not. Both sides are very strong in this department. Both inside arms, Gareth Evans and Ricky Reese, are quite capable of punting and quite long distances. And keeping the defences at full stretch. And the same applies to several of the backs. On the Pyle side, Howard Davis at fullback, David Copper Burgess, and then Hugh Miles at fullback on the sports side. The referee for tonight is the Welsh Junior referee, Mr. Parfitt. As you can see from the pitch, it is well worn. The wintry conditions, the wet conditions of the past winter has ensured that all the grass has been scrubbed off it, and it's now baked to a very hard finish. And it makes it extremely difficult for these players to play rugby on. Should possibly be ideal for running rugby, but I know that players are finding difficulty with the underfeet conditions, as well as the fact that there are a lot of quite nasty injuries resulting from quite ordinary tackles. And here's the number 10, Gordon Cooper, kicking off for sports. It's gone over the Bridgend line, and David Burgess is putting in a left-footed kick, which is going to find touch right on the Pyle 25. First throw in to Bridgend Sports on the Pyle 25, and the throw in will be Sports hooker and their oldest player, the veteran Arlen Reynolds, who's been with them for the past 10 years. And next, a yellow flag breaking away through Paddy Smith, going up after it. He's got the ball right up to within 5 yards of the Bridgend Sports 25. That was Paddy Smith picking up a very loose ball, tap back. A very loose tap back on the sports side. Sports are thrown in, but Pyle have it. Peter Smith has got it. Pyle is setting up a block. It's coming back. Reese, a long pass to Burgess. He's going a dummy to Mitch Williams. He's tackled on the 25. The referee calls it back for a forward pass. It's a scrimmage about 10 yards outside the 22-metre line. Scrum coming down, and this will be the Bridgend skipper putting the ball into the scrimmage. Gareth Evans putting the ball in the scrimmage for the first time. These early scrimmages are going to... The referee is not happy with that. The ball appeared to come out of the side. As I say, these early scrimmages are going to see some sorting out to see who is going to put the pressure on. It's a very quick yield to Bridgend. Reese is up quickly, has caught Cooper on the 25, but the Sports quickly smuggled it away, and Evans immediately puts in a long punt down to the halfway line, which has got Howard Davis in trouble, again demonstrating the difficulty of the situation. Sports are up fast, their flankers are there. I can see number 8 Gravel, number 7 Llewellyn. They got it in for the ball. It looks like a pile-up. The referee feels that the ball's not coming out, and he's awarded a scrummage. Sports going forward, so it'll be the Sports foot in back on the Pyle 25. That long rolling ball demonstrated the difficulty of the conditions. Once the ball hits the ground, it tends to go off at any angle. Again, Sports have a well-controlled heel. It's Evans to Cooper. He hasn't found the outside half, but he's gone loose to the centre. Lost him to the very difficult pass. He's still going. He fell. The Sports centre took the forward pass from Austin. The referee picked it up very quickly, and he's going to give a scrummage about 10 yards out from Pyle, but it was some very loose tackling in midfield. Austin took a very difficult ball from outside half Cooper, mid-ground, but unfortunately when he was clear, he gave a forward pass to his core centre, Roberts. That bit of danger to Pyle resulted from a pass which missed out the outside half and was very quickly seized upon, and then some fairly weak tackling in midfield put Pyle into a very dangerous position. Scrummage goes down about 10 yards in front of the Pyle post, with the Rickabees putting the ball in. And it goes, Smith has healed it, out to Burgess. He's left on for touch, he hasn't found it. Turner has made a burst down to the corner, Bridgend is setting it up. Bridgend going forward. Referee blows up for a scrummage. It's a Bridgend put in. 10 yards in from touch and 10 yards from the try line. Referee straighten up the scrummage. Gareth Evans just getting them straight. Referee not quite happy, still not straight. It's in a good attacking position for Bridgend. Evans puts the ball in. Sports have it. They've been pushed by Pyle. Been pushed back to the line. Pyle has pushed him off the ball as a Bridgend Sports player had got over the ball, and the referee has awarded a free kick to Pyle. To be taken by Burgess on his left foot down the right-hand touchline. Kicks, makes about 20 yards, takes play 5 yards outside the 22-meter line. And the line-out forms. Harvey Reynolds to throw in. Sports still in an attacking position. Up it goes. Smith has it. First to the line for Pyle. Pyle forwards, drive over him. Looks like it's come in. Reese is calling for the ball. Pyle forward, smuggled it back. Out to Burgess. Ball charged down, but unfortunately was picked up by Williams. But the ball has come loose. It's still with Sports. Austin not being tackled and weak tackling. About 2 yards short of the line. Ball go down. Sports are piling over the ball. Still work. It's the whistle is gone, and it's a kick of what appears to be a Pyle forward over the ball and stopping the Sports playing. And it's in a very kickable position, and Sports skipper Gareth Evans opts for the kick at goal. He's come back to the 22-meter line, and he's about 20 yards outside the right-hand upright. This is a very kickable position, and will certainly put the heart into Sports because it will give them a very good start. And so far they're looking very dangerous. Every time they win the ball, their forwards, their centres are running on and creating problems for the Pyle backs. He kicks and guides it over just inside the far upright. That's the first blood to Sports. Makes them Sports 3, Pyle 0 after 7 minutes of play. Well, that's the sort of start that Skipper Evans would have wanted for Sports. First blood, 3 points up, 7 minutes into the game. A good kick, not controlled by the Sports forwards. Pyle have it, Reese down the blind side, puts a long kick down the corner, Tess Turner, he's going to run, he is running, he's been tackled, the ball is still away. There's a missed pass in the middle of the field, but Howard Jenkins kicked through and it's been touched down for a 25 dropout. Some adventuresome play from Sports, but some mishandling in the middle of the field put them in a lot of danger. Unfortunately, the kick ahead went too far. There's a long drop out to Davis, to Ken James on the right wing for Pyle. He's going to chip up and go after. It's Welton, he's knocked forward, taken by Melfast, set up by the Pyle forwards. Back to Reese, to Burgess, to Jenkins, a long pass to Davis. Took it slightly behind him, which stopped the forward position of the movement. Davis goes down, he's been tackled. Mr. Parfitt blows up for a scrummage with Howell Davis going forward and Pyle put in. Just outside the Bridgend 10-meter line. Right almost in the center of the field. Reese puts it in, a very fast heel. Again, Reese puts it down into the box. It's a difficult one. Well taken by Fuchs. The ball is bundled into touch. Just again demonstrating the difficulty. Once this ball hits the turf, players on both sides are in very great difficulty in judging what's going to happen next. Pyle will quickly up through Mel Farr and Wayne Phillips. Eventually it came to Terry Fuchs, but the Sports bundled him into touch. A line out, this time won by Peter Francis. He's managed to get it down. It's under control with the Sports, and a beautiful long kick by Gareth Evans takes play 20 yards outside the Bridgend 22. A well-controlled win in the line out then by Peter Francis. Good control in the middle, where Peter Francis is jumping against the Pyle jumper, Peter Smith. This is Paddy Smith, the Pyle hooker, throws into the centre of the line. A tap down, taken by Mel Farr, turned by Howell Gravel, well turned. But Pyle still have it, but again they've been, the Bridgend forwards are able to stop them having it back. I've seen veteran WG, as he's known, Bill Golden, killing the ball in there. The scrimmage forms just inside the Sports 10-meter line. Reese putting the ball in. Good strike there. Again, out to Burgess. He misses out a man. Davis out. He found James away on the outside of his winger. James is having a go. He's got off inside. He's tackled. Llewellyn across there. And Llewellyn scrambles in into touch. That's a typical Pyle sweeping back move, missing out the centre, finding Howell Davis and putting Ken James away outside his winger. A good 35-yard run by James, half breaking the tackle from the fullback, but the Bridgend Sports cover came across quickly. Here we have a line out again. Smith putting it into the centre of the line. It's taken by Pyle. Pyle going forward. The ball seems to be lost in there somewhere. The ball is coming out. Here it is. And Burgess drops the ball. And he misses it outside the far upright. Trying a repeat of his semi-final effort against Vardra. So the referee brings him back as a 25 dropout. And now it's Pyle's turn to exert some pressure. Bridgend Sports 3 Pyle 0. 15 minutes into the game. Another long dropout to Smith, to Reese, out to Burgess, Howell Jenkins, a long pass finds Howell Davis. No, he punts, but it's straight into touch. And it fetches the line out back to just inside the Bridgend Sports half. Number 2, thrown in Arwen Reynolds. Number 3 is Terry forward. A good tap down from the front by Peter Francis, well controlled. It's Austin. Lindsay Turner, good pass inside, finds Roberts again, keeping it fluid. Llewellyn. Good tackling from Pyle, but some excellent handling and support play from the Sports. It's a good tap down from number 2, Peter Francis. Obviously, Sports are there in the line out. He moved up to number 2. It was a very well directed deflection to Gareth Evans. Throw in. Sports have it. Evans. Cooper. It's a long one up to the post. Reese is going back. He's called for a mark and he's been allowed. Richard Reese taking the ball over his shoulder, running back towards his own post, call for the mark. Taking the mark about 10 yards A right foot kick down to the touchline, found catch. Takes play 10 yards outside the 22-meter line. At the back for the Sports, you can see number 7, Dyler Welland, who's already had some first-class experience. Again, Sports win it. It's come back to Evans. He's lost it. Difficult ball. There's an advantage there, I believe, to Pyle. Pyle are winning it. No, they've been stopped. The Gem Sportsman has got offside, and the referee, Mr. Carpet, has awarded a free kick to Pyle. Outside half Devo just taking the kick. Left foot. Found it this time, an excellent kick, made about 40 yards of ground, taking play from inside the Pyle 10-meter line to 10 yards outside the Sports 10-meter line. Number 8 at the back for Bridgend Gravel, a deflection from Peter Francis again. Pyle have gone through and stifled a long blast of Mr. Parfit. Not happy with something, feels that Pyle man has got offside, awarded a free kick to Sports just outside the wrong 25. Skipper Evans taking the kick. Quickly taken by James to Reese, back to Howell Davis, who puts the ball back down the halfway line. Beautiful kick from Evans. Unfortunately, too far ahead of his own players, and Pyle were able to capitalise on it and come away with that quick throw-in. Gives a line out to Sports, right on the halfway line. This time it comes back to Phillips, Sports turn him. Sports skillfully turned him, and the maul has been killed as a scrummage. Mr. Parfit gives Pyle the put in. It appears that they were going forward. Scrummage forming 2 yards inside the Sports half. And he's putting the ball in. Kick for James. Gone to ground. Unfortunately, it's gone away into touch. Bustled into touch. Mike Clapp to the Pyle prop. A line out 15 yards outside the 22-meter line. Tap back there, Reese, Burgess, Jenkins, Mitch Williams, tackle. Again, Sportsman over the top, Mr. Parfit, not happy, a kick to Pyle. Right in front of the post, kickable chance here for Howell Davis, who's coming up from fullback, well within his range, especially with these dry conditions. You have a slight stoppage, there's an injury there to number 13, Paul Roberts. Seems he's slightly stunned. Paul has come back, has been plagued by injuries early in the season, and he's come back into the first side in the latter part of the season. Appears to be feeling the effects of the hard ground. He went in, he tackled Mike Williams, the Pyle centre, and with the grounds rock hard. Appears to be quite happy. Going back into position. And Howell Davis going back to take his kick. He runs up, he kicks, and he's outside, he's hooked it, slightly outside the near post, flags it down, score remains. Again, Sports 3 and Pyle 0. Halfway through the first half. Gordon Cooper to drop out. Another long one to Reese. A long pass inside to Howell Jenkins. A switch with Reese. A long kick down the touchline. There's Mike Davis again, proving the point. As soon as that ball is hitting the deck, it's likely to skid away anywhere. And Mike, a very experienced wing, was caught by the bounce, knocked on, and we have a scrummage forming just outside the 22 meter line with Reese putting the ball in. A good strike. Reese under pressure to Burgess. Brooks coming in and clearing up. The Bridgend forwards turn him. Reese is calling for it. Pyle have it again. Burgess, he's coming up to the fullback. He's going for the line. He's tackled short. Men outside him, and he was tackled about 2 yards short of the line. It appeared there he'd been better if he's given it to the outside players. If Jenkins come outside him and another man outside him again. Austin possibly put him off because Austin stayed out to mark Jenkins. I think Burgess might have seen him and decided to go himself, but he couldn't get inside Hugh Miles, who tackled him well a yard or so from the line. It's a good break by Burgess from the 10-yard line. A good heel, a good maul won by the Pyle forwards. The scrimmage goes down just a yard or two outside the sports line. Calls him back. It's a Pyle put in a dangerous position. Pyle field it. Not very well. Burgess flings a pass. Pyle passing under pressure, but Reese kicks straight into the hands of Turner. He's kicked it a long one down the field. Davis is under pressure. Half tackle goes down. Again, sport forwards are there. The ball is dead. Pyle attempted to pass it there, going backwards under pressure. Never had he at ease with the pressure of the sports tackling. And when Reese elected to push it down into the corner, he kicked straight into Lindsay Turner's hands, who pushed a long kick back down into the Pyle half. We have a scrimmage now going down just inside the Pyle 10-meter line. Evans putting in for Sports. Sports have it. They peel away. Gravel. Again, Sports forwards driving in. Whistle goes. Ball's not going to come out. Scrimmage 5 yards inside the Pyle 10-meter line. So far, the scrummages have been very evenly contested. Arwin Reynolds and Paddy Smith both holding their own loose heads. Again, Pyle managed to get the shove on, but Evans has got it away. No, the flag has gone up. Pyle half-wheeled them and then shoved them back onto the touchline. Pyle at the moment showing a little bit more pressure in the scrummages, able to shove the sports back on their own head. This is Paddy Smith throwing in into the middle of the line. A bad tap back. Reese has got to clear it up rather hurriedly. It's a backing touch. At the back of the line for Pyle is number 7, Wayne Phillips, one of 3 ex-youth captains in the Pyle side. A good long pass out to from Evans to Austin. A good tackle from Howell Jenkins. All forms in the centre of the field. The ball has come back. It's to Evans. It's space. The wing Mike Davis was clear. The centre went to pasture and centre. Beg your pardon. Fullback Hugh Miles in the line. Found Mike Davis outside him, but Dennis Howells, doing possibly the only thing available to him, came in and knocked down the pass. Prevented almost a certain scoring pass, but he's given Gareth Evans a chance to put his side further ahead. kick will be 7 yards in from touchline and about 5 yards outside the 10-meter mark. Again, this time he's hit it straight, but it's gone past the near upright and goes back for a 25 kick out. The score remains Bridgend Sports 2, Pyle 0, 25 minutes into the first half. Pyle